Welcome, everyone, to another interview by Rodney segment. Today, I'm at the home of a wonderful, wonderful person that I've known for years. And actually, she's a former co-worker of mine. We worked together for a good little while at Elberton, at Elbert County EMS. I'm here with Miss Sabrina Peterman-Ward. Sabrina, thank you so much for accepting interview by Rodney segment. And it took some time for us to do this. And you finally agreed, but thank you so much for taking part.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure. You know, Sabrina, lately with my segments, I'm beginning to develop a title for my segments now. And when I was thinking about how can I create a good title for Sabrina's segment, and here's what I came up with: work life balance.
Oh gosh.
That is the title of your segment because I think it fits you really, really well. Right quick, I'm going to go over your parts of your resume or your CV, and it's impressive, and I like it, and it's filled with healthcare stuff.
Yeah.
Class of 2003 at Oglethorpe County High School.
Yes.
During your senior year, you attended EMT school at night
Yes.
under the instructions or instructors of the late Brian Seegers and Curtis Arthur.
Yes.
Through Gwinnett Tech, you attended paramedic school in 2007. Around 2009, 2010, you received your critical care certification. But currently, you're a flight nurse with whom now?
Airvac Life Team.
And what city is that?
We are based out of Milledgeville.
Milledgeville. Let's start.
Okay.
Family questions. Tell us about your family.
Okay. Well, I am married to James.
Mm-hmm.
He is a paramedic, was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's venturing to the nursing world.
Yeah.
So he just started nursing school.
That's so great.
We've been married for it'll be 10 years this year.
Awesome.
And we have 3 kids. So
Awesome.
Reeve he'll be 11 in December. Emerson is 6. And Ava just turned, Ava's 2. So it is chaotic
Oh,
around here.
I can imagine. Look, I've had the opportunity to meet Ava, and she's just so beautiful and just energetic, and I'm glad I got a chance to meet her.
Energetic is the word.
Yeah. Let's talk about church a little bit. When we was preparing for this, you mentioned to me that you guys attend Cornerstone here in Athens. Mm-hmm. Tell me about Cornerstone. What makes it so appealing from a church standpoint?
Well, I was raised in Country Southern Baptist Church in Salem, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Stevens, Georgia. And, that's just like old-fashioned type of thing. And when we moved back, we were kind of looking for something more modern, I guess.
I got you.
And I had heard about a lot of people going there that really liked it, and then I watched a couple services online.
Yeah.
And I was kind of nervous to go, and then I saw a friend of mine that went there, and I reached out to her and was like, hey, do you mind if we join you?
Yeah.
So we went with her, and from the moment you drive in the parking lot, there's people that greet you out in the parking lot.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll be telling you where to park, what to do.
Yes.
At the door, you're just bombarded with people that are genuinely, so happy that you're there.
You better say it.
And we just loved it. Like, from the moment we walked in, we felt welcome. It felt like home, and that has, we just started going there in May, I think.
Really?
Mother's Day was our first day that we went, and we've really loved it. We haven't quite gotten involved in the small groups. That's something that we are going to be doing in the next month or so, but the kids love it. It's just been such a blessing to us, and we're so grateful to have it.
Guess what? Renee and Eric Behrman, they invited us one Sunday. Mm-hmm. And what you just said about just the greeting in the parking lot, and even if I didn't, thank God I parked kind of close, but if I parked far away, they got the little things you ride on, like the golf carts or whatever, to take you to the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a great experience out there, and we've been trying to get back out there. Let's move to healthcare. You sent me some notes on who inspired you in healthcare. Share with my viewers, who inspired your healthcare career?
Well, as a kid, I was always fascinated with like TV shows.
Yeah.
So Rescue 911 was like my favorite, back in the 90s. And then as I got older, I don't know if any of y'all remember it, but there used to be these shows on TLC. One was called Trauma Life in the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
The other one was called Paramedics, and they did like real life ride-alongs with paramedics, and that stuff just fascinated me. Like, I was obsessed with it. And then I have two uncles that one's a paramedic, one was an EMT that worked in EMS, and one of them encouraged me to take a first responder class when that's when I was a senior in high school. He's
Really?
like, hey, we're having this class, you should take it.
Yeah.
So I took it and loved it. Like, I think that's the only textbook I've ever read.
Really?
It's like I would read my EMS textbooks because it was so fascinating to me, and I just loved it. And so I just started from there. I took the first responder class, and then a flyer for EMT school came around when I was in that first responder class, and so I applied for it.
Now, you mentioned, we're going to talk about your Reno, Nevada experience, but didn't you say you worked with a couple of people who was on one of the paramedic?
So, RIMSA, the service I worked for in Reno, was on that show Paramedics, and I ended up working with one of the paramedics that was on that show that I watched back in the day. I worked with him in Reno.
Wow.
So
Speaking of
full circle moment.
Full circle. So speaking of Reno, though, how was Reno, Nevada? Where exactly did you work? Were you at a hospital base or a helicopter or EMS? What were you doing out there?
Reno only has one ambulance service. And
Okay.
it's RIMSA, which is like I believe it's private.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's private.
Mm-hmm.
Private service. I worked there, and I loved it. I worked ground, and then I worked air as well. But I did fixed wing out there, so we were in a plane. Because Nevada's really spread out. It's not like here where you have like a major town and then a bunch of little towns in between. It's like a major town, and then you'll drive 2 hours of desert, like literally nothing.
Really?
So it's like a lot harder. It's that you have to use fixed wing out there because it's such far transport times.
So I understand when you received your paramedic and all, but so what year did you receive your nursing degree then?
I finished in 2016.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I know here there's a lot of bridge programs and stuff out there, but I had to go through a whole nursing program.
Gotcha.
Because they didn't do that in Nevada.
Gotcha.
So when I was pregnant with Reeve, I stopped flying, and then I went back to work RIMSA full time, and I did a community paramedic program.
I gotcha. Okay.
Because we saw our patients by appointment, and then went to nursing school.
Gotcha.
I worked that through nursing school when Reeve was a baby.
So, I'm going to tell my viewers, we worked alongside one another at Elbert County EMS, and our shift, help me remember, our shift consisted of whom?
I don't remember
We
exactly.
had Josh.
It was me, you, Josh, Keith, and was it Scott?
Scott at
Bowen.
one point, Devin at one point.
Cindy.
What about Cindy? Yes.
Cindy.
Ashley.
I don't think were we all on a shift
Was she
together?
on?
I've never been on a shift with her and Beth. I think they kept us all separate because we were too much trouble together.
I got you. Yeah. So that was a good idea then. Good idea, Chuck Allman.
Chuck couldn't handle us on the same shift, so we'd have to swap if we worked together.
Yeah, that's right. Sabrina, thinking back during those times when we all worked together in Elberton, one thing I noticed, we had a nice bond with each other. And I'm going to see if you remember this. And you said it, but I'm going to see if it alerts your memory. When people would enter from the bay into the day room, there was a couch, remember? Mm-hmm. And you and Keith, y'all always was on your iPads or your computers. But your back is against the wall or facing the door. I remember one time you told me, she said, you know what? It's amazing when someone opens the door and once they start walking, you can tell who it is. You remember that?
Yes, I do. I can tell who it is by how they walk.
How they walk. That's what creates a good bond, and when you know your people really, really well.
That's so
And
funny.
I remembered that the other day. I said, I remember when Sabrina told me that, which is a good thing. Now, speaking of Keith Willis, how special was Keith Willis to you?
Oh, I loved Keith. He was such a gentle soul and so sweet, and he loved his cows. You remember
did.
that cow check?
Yes.
That he was so proud of, his
Yes.
first cow check.
Yes.
He was so much fun.
Yeah.
I loved working with him.
You know,
And we had a good time together.
yeah. You know, if people work in EMS or any healthcare wise, if you're working it long enough, you're gonna lose people. You're gonna lose co-workers. Like we lost Brian Seegers, and we lost Keith Willis on March 10th, 2022, and it broke my heart. And I knew Keith thought a lot of you. I don't even know if you know this, but he and we had good conversations back there on the back porch back there in the rocking chairs, and he's never had anything negative to say about you. He used to speak highly of you. I should have shared that with you, but I think that was something that he needed to do, but he thought a lot of you.
He was like another dad at work.
Yes, ma'am.
And he always watched out for me. I will say I was really blessed with the people that I worked with in EMS.
Yeah.
I know some people don't have those experiences, but
You're right.
I was so lucky to work with like you guys.
Yes.
We all took care of each other.
You're
And,
right.
Howard too. Howard was another one that I worked with
Yes.
the most. I
Yes.
think I was thinking about that today, and I think I worked with Howard more than anybody,
Yeah.
and Keith.
Yeah.
I think I swapped between them,
Yeah.
those two. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
I was so lucky. They were so good.
Yeah. Yeah. It was such a trusting environment. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
We all had each other's backs.
Had each other back. Yeah.
Even when we didn't like each other sometimes.
It's okay.
We all fought like siblings,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Conflict is good.
Yeah.
You just have to utilize conflict
And we
make
had a good time.
Had a good time. Yeah.
But we all worked together to get stuff done. And
You're exactly right.
I loved it.
Man.
But Elbert County was like some of the best years,
That's so good to hear.
for sure.
Let's say you have this paramedic nurse, registered nurse, and they're aspiring to become a provider on a helicopter. What advice would you give a paramedic or a nurse who's aspiring to do that?
What advice? I would say make sure you have your feet underneath you and a good, strong foundation on your basic skills.
Ooh,
Because that is what you're going to have to rely on, and your instincts. Like, you've got to be able to really trust yourself.
really?
Because, well, even if you've worked on the ambulance, you know that.
Yeah.
If you are just a nurse, you may not have those skills as strongly as a paramedic would.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you learn on the job.
I got
But
you.
I think just having confidence in yourself and your skills is, like, imperative. Like, you have to have that.
Yeah. I think that's good advice. And hopefully someone take heed to your information, which I'm sure they will. And because you've been doing it for quite some time now.
It's been a long time.
Just so you know, before I came over, I spoke with Ashley Brown. I said, you know, I'm going to interview your partner. And here's what she said. Sabrina, she has transformed her life so greatly, and she's seen such a positive change in you, and but both of you kind of advocate for a company, Plexus.
Mm-hmm.
How were you introduced into Plexus? Share that.
Oh, Ashley.
Ashley.
Ashley introduced me to Plexus actually for the first time back in 2019. Whenever I was pregnant with Emerson, I was having some issues. And so I started taking Plexus then. And I had really great results. But then, like, having a new baby and not working, you know, I kind of fell off from taking the products then. And then when we moved back, I had reconnected with Ashley. Well, actually, we've always been friends. We've always stayed in touch and everything else. But when we moved back, we started hanging out more and doing more stuff. And then she has been telling me for years that I would do so great at it. And I needed, you know, she's been trying to get me to, like, join her journey. Yeah. And I have seen such a positive change in her. Wow. Like, she's like a totally different person. Not that there was anything wrong with the old Ashley.
I understand.
But she just... that alone inspired me, and I was really attracted to the community that is with Plexus. I mean, the products speak for themselves. Like, once you start taking them, like, they really made such a difference for me. So that's the easy part, is sharing that. But just the way that the community pours into each other and lifts each other up, like, that is really what attracted me.
That's
and
good.
That's why I stick around, because I love that.
You know,
that's what I need.
My wife currently, actually, she ordered, her and her sister ordered some products through Ashley recently, and I see a change in my wife, and but she's doing the regiment now as we speak, and so you would tell others there's only positive results from using Plexus, would you say?
Yeah. I mean, it's helped so many people that I know, and I just started, it took me a long time to start sharing, because I was like, oh, what are people going to think of me, and this and that, you know, but it's like, I'll tell somebody walking down the street, they compliment me on my hair, and I'll be like, oh, I use this and this and this, but I don't want to tell them about products that I use that made me feel better and lose weight and just, like, overall health. Yeah. So I got over that real quick, and now I don't care.
That's so great.
But it's like I get to help people in my normal job, like you know, in emergency situations. But this, you are also helping people too. It's just in a different aspect, I guess you could say.
Well, I must say, Plexus is doing great for people. And actually, I had a couple of young ladies message me, like I know about Plexus. But asking, hey, can you ask Ashley XYZ question for me? I say, honey, I just give you her contact, because I don't know nothing about no Plexus. But
well, we can get you educated real quick.
Yeah.
We'll get you selling.
Well, Sabrina, thank you so much for this. Like I said, I've been waiting to do this for so long, and thank you for accepting. And you're going to help some people. And hopefully one day soon I get a chance to sit down with your husband on his nursing journey. Oh, yeah. He may have something to share with that. Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you for inviting me to your home.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.